Right, there we go. Hopefully now it just won't mess up anymore, as we did miss 5 minutes of racing. But we're back as Lars, surprisingly, in the lead from Iggy, with Watkins in third, Caplero in fourth. As there is a good battle right from the start into turn 1 between Iggy and Lars, as Iggy looked to make the move on the outside, but unfortunately he didn't consider it, as now he's all over the back of Lars, as now he's going to try and go around the outside of Lars going into turn 4, but is it going to be enough for Lars, as he's literally pushing Lars through the straight and into the first chicane. We go on the exit now, the second chicane, as they both hit exactly the same points, the turning points, as now we head through the right-hander and now into the left-hander, as Iggy tries to have a go around the outside of Lars, but he doesn't consider going for it, as now there it is, we see Watkins slowly approaching as they go through another straight. Around the outside Iggy goes, as Lars tries to hold the inside line, and Iggy literally pushing Lars through the right-hander, as now down the straight and into the heavy braking zone of the right hand, but Lars is still going to hold on to that first place, as Iggy is all over the place, trying to gain that one single position, as now there's maybe the time, but no, he's not going to go for it, as he doesn't want to do something stupid and into the fast left-hander we go. Have to slow down now for the right-hander, and for the next lap going, we stay on these two within 0.3 of a second, as Iggy trying to get the slipstream as much as possible, and there he might go for it, but he won't, as Lars cut him off completely, as there he goes, Iggy going off the track there a little bit, but now there's the chance for Iggy to attack, as Lars will still hold on to first, surprisingly. But that is why these two have been the most consistent this season, as Watkins is slowly going to be approaching both Iggy and Lars, hopefully fighting for that first place, as there goes Iggy, as we're going to go maybe too wide, but unfortunately we don't, as we go through the exit of the second chicane, and whoever can get the closest to the curb might get the bigger and the faster exit, which was Lars, thankfully, as we go through the left-hander and down another straight, as the BMW driver will try and go around the outside, but unfortunately Lars cuts him off in the Jaguar, as we go around the outside with Iggy, and as we actually drive along with Iggy, actually, he's going to try and go for it around the outside, as he nearly makes a massive mistake on the exit of that turn, as there's Watkins slowly approaching the top two, same as Caplero and same as BR4. We all see those cars in the background of Moosh, that pink Mercedes. We did see it, as Caplero slowly but surely catching up to the top three. Is Iggy finally going to overtake Lars, or is Lars going to stay ahead? As we watch along, going into turn 1, Iggy tried his luck around the outside, but unfortunately it won't happen for him, as loads of drivers actually go quite wide as into turn 1. As Lars tries to hold on for another day, and he does. It's the third lap in a row, going up into the fourth lap in a row, which these two are just fighting, and I don't think further back is happening too much, as these three drivers are actually taking exactly the same line, which is a no-brainer, but it all depends on how fast you are on the acceleration, the braking, and so on and so on. However, these drivers are at the top for a reason. And as we head to another right-hander, and Lars's tyres slowly fading away into the abyss, Iggy will slowly put on the burners and eventually attack at some point. It's just a matter of when at this point, as this could be surely, but no, still not going to happen, as Lars's tyres, the front ones especially, are completely nearly finished. As there's Iggy, finally, I did say it is a matter of when he's going to attack you. He will eventually attack you, and there goes Lars trying to go run on the inside line, trying to hold his line, as they're going to go side by side, I'm pretty sure at this point, as Lars trying to hold on for his absolute dear life against Iggy, as Iggy finally meets Lars side by side, and hopefully attacking as Iggy tries to go around the outside of turn 4, and this could be, no it won't, Lars holds on to live another day as we head into the first chicane between these two drivers. Well, they nearly went side by side, but it just wasn't meant to be the case, as now Watkins is slowly going to be on the attack on Iggy, and this was to seal the championship, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be, as Watkins did pick up a penalty, so he will have to serve it on this straight coming up, which will cost him quite a fair bit of time actually, unfortunately. But I'm not going to read the comment, I'm actually going to put it up on my laptop just so that you're not missing any of this, as BR4 just overtook Watkins for 3rd place on the podium, and Watkins will have to pit eventually, or he won't, I actually don't know, but Lars holding on for his absolute dear life at this point, as his front left is basically dead. And the question is, can Lars hold on with a dead tyre as we head into turn 1 for lap 8, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be another 2 laps left of racing. All the drivers go off track into turn 1, however they don't really cross track limits, and it's basically the matter of when at this point, as BR4 tries to catch up with the top 2. Iggy slowly approaching Lars as we head into the chicane for the 8th time this race. As we look further down the grid, Legoman doing a good job for Alpha, putting his Alpha at his best finish this season. Tybo's in 7th as well, he's going to have a good finish. RDO in 10th, which is not really where you want to be, with Simon also in 11th, as Elite Spectra goes around the outside of Simon and makes it beautifully around the outside, as Capico as well, just you can't, the Supra just isn't good on tyres, as Iggy finally takes the lead from Lars. That tyre is fully gone, and BR4 is going to overtake Lars in my opinion. As Lars is going to be struggling for that one final lap, and eventually we'll get to the point where Lars will have to defend for his absolute dear life, but BR4 is one of the most aggressive drivers in this pack, and he goes around the outside of Lars as Lars catches BR4's Lexus, and they're still going to go side by side. Surprisingly, with one dead tyre you can still do so much. As, why are you ringing me? I can't talk at the moment. As now it's going to be a three-way fight for second place. It's going to go 3 wide nearly, going into turn 5, into the first chicane, sorry, as Watkins overtakes BR4, and Lars picks up a 3-second time penalty, which I don't even know what for, as he kept within track limits, but that is quite stupid as Mackis Gergen tries to hold the inside line. BR4 around the outside of Mackis Gergen, which doesn't work unfortunately for BR4, but BR4 will end up on the podium. And honestly, what a finish we've had, as Lars slowing down as Caplero will also take 4th, and Mackis Gergen BR4 is going to lead us all the way to the end of the race. A fascinating finish as we head into the left-hander. Somehow Mackis Gergen managed to hold on with nearly 2 dead tyres, as Iggy is going to come across the final couple of corners to possibly win another driver's title. Mackis and BR4 still going at it. Iggy taking it to the line, giving us a little flash of the headlights. Mackis Gergen takes 2nd, BR4 comes home, rounding off the podium, Caplero in 4th, Lars in 5th, following a very good race, Type Boss in 6th, Spander in 7th, Motion 8th, RDO finishes 9th, Elite in 10th, Lego in 11th, that's Simon in 12th, Gapico coming across the final bend, who was on pole, Iggy was on pole, as Gapico takes 13th and Royal in 14th. Is Iggy possibly could have won the title, but you never know. What a finish. What a finish to the race. Because I don't know why I'm still on the screen. Anyway, back to the home screen we go. Right, let's have a look, because the standings are going to be out, I'm pretty sure. And yes, they are. And yep, it is confirmed. However, the end of today is going to tell us if he is going to be the champion or he's not going to be the champion, as there is still another round to go, and that's the endurance race. So let's see if Iggy could actually pull off today and pull off another win today, as he's been in such fine form this season. It's actually incredible on how just fast he has been this season. He's got 2, 4, 6, 8 wins this season. -3 3 races, and we've been racing for nearly 12 races, and he's won 8 of them. Yo, you right, you need to make a special tier for Iggy, because he's just too fast. He's just too fast. Look, Iggy, I know you're listening. Yeah. Honestly, right? Why don't you teach? Why don't you just teach all these drivers in here? Why don't you? Why don't you just teach? Because the thing is, you're too fast. You have 8 wins out of 11. I swear to God, if you actually end up with nearly an 80% win rate, because wait, hold on, wait. Actually, before anything, yeah, let me do some maths. Okay, let me actually do some maths. Right, so he has 8 wins under his belt, yeah, out of 11 races, right? He has a 72% win rate this season. How? What do you mean? How? I don't understand. As I said, today is going to be the day where he's actually going to end up with an 80% win rate. If he wins this one, he's going to have 80%, I'm pretty sure. Nearly 75. 75% win rate. Right, Iggy isn't allowed to race next season. He's not allowed to race this season. If he's getting a 75%, a 75% win rate, he's not allowed to race next season. He's too fast. I'm only joking, obviously. But no, that's not right. Give other people a chance. Oh God. Oh God. Anyway, for the last, hopefully the last. So, hold on, wait. Whatever. Tokyo and Spa. Hopefully, I can be there. Depending on, well, family, if anything. So. Oh my God. Right, anyway. Here we move on to the endurance race, which should be starting very soon, hopefully. I'm gonna quickly grab a drink if we have 60 seconds. There we go. Righty then. So it's a reverse grid this time. Okay. Good to see, good to see, good to see. I'm actually excited now. I am. So, please don't mess up. Right, anyway. Lights out and away we go for the endurance race, which the grid has been completely switched around. It's now reverse grid, so Royal is now in the lead. Then Gapico in second. Simon already on Gapico as they head up the hill. And Simon maybe possibly up into second place at the before we even just started the race. And we already see Iggy Iggy already making some moves as Simon crashed out. As Simon just been crashed out. I don't know exactly who that was, but someone just been crashed out. But Moosh holding on to 5th so far. Van der Spek trying all his hardest in the VRX to get that position. As Jesus, what's going on? We nearly got 4 wide as Fanda up into P5. Moose going alongside as he tries to take the long way round. Lars as well up into P7. So he's done a good job as Moose tries to go around on the outside line as Lars somehow on the inside trying to take the grass route, which we nearly just went three wide going into that right-hander as Moose tries to hold on for his absolute dear life as he tries to hold the inside line of Spanda, pushing Moose all he can. As now RDO is slowly putting himself into the mixer for that 7th spot in the Mustang as Spanda in 6th, Lars in 7th. Who's that? It's P4 slowly approaching RDO as they head into turn 1. RDO still holding on to 8th as BR4 is in 9th. Lars, we just saw there, still fighting Spander. The 2 Dutch drivers going at it side by side as BR4 goes very over the top. But he's still there with RDO as Caplero as well is slowly approaching BR4, same as RDO, and possibly 3 wide, but no, RDO does cut across BR4 and up into 8th as he gets a 2.5 second penalty, which you definitely don't want, especially on how close the grid is. Caplero nearly side by side with BR4. No, they're not. But let's carry on watching the front as pretty sure it's Lego Man who's in 4th. Doing a good job for Alpha, while his teammate Mackie's Gherkin down there, well, down below actually. Svander's still trying to overtake Moosh. She just can't. It's too difficult as now there's the time as they go side by side and Moose tries to take the long way around. Svander with the inside line still side by side as Svander finally overtakes Moose as we head into the final corner of lap 2. As now Lars is slowly approaching Moosh as he maybe he might make the move going into turn 1. Who's going to be late on the brakes? It's going to be Lars who's going to be very late on the brakes as Moosh nearly goes off track there as now BR4 slowly catching up into the mix between Moosh, Lars and Svander. Or is Svander going to run away with it like he normally tries to, and he fails all the time, but it's now basically a slipstream train at this point as we head into the first and the second chicane. And Lars is close, but is he going to be close enough to make that move happen as they both nearly go off the track? And is it going to be good enough? it's not, as Capico takes the lead of the race. As well, I've only just noticed as Lars tries to take the inside line, as Vanda tries to go around the outside, somehow holding on to the outside line, but Lars is going to take fourth, or are they going to end up side by side? And his move's going to be slowly into the mix. He's going to try and go around the outside, is he? Vanda will on the outside of Lars, and it's still side by side. Vanda and now Moosh on the inside line. He's appeared from out of nowhere. Now there's BR4. BR4 just overtook Moosh, and what a race we're having on our hands at the moment, as all the drivers hit the wall on the exit of the final turn, and we might even get 3 wide here. Going into turn 1, BR4 tries to take the long way around as Lars has the inside line. BR4 might overtake Lars, as now Iggy is in the mix. Where has he appeared from? As now here he is, alongside Moosh. This is a brilliant midfield battle so far, as Iggy is already up into 7th place. BR4 in 6th. Lars in 5th. Svander in 4th. As Vanda goes a bit deep there, and they make contact, and Lars is possibly out of the race as we watch on. And that is a disaster for Lars. That's going to be a report, that's for sure, as Vanda drifting his Subaru through that corner, as BR4 up into 4th at the moment. Iggy doing an absolutely madness from last to 5th already. So at this point, anything could be good for you, especially now if there is a reverse grid order from the last race. As hold on, let's have a look. We actually have a fight going on between Svander, Caplero, who is it, Mackey's and Moosh as well. There's basically a slipstream train at this point. Right, there we go. Anyway, Elite has left the room, unfortunately, as for some reason you've turned on, which I don't know. As there we go. Let's have a look. Quickly. Right, let's have a look. Lego has also left the room. Mackey's Gergen trying to go on the inside of Cabrera as he cuts the corner nearly. But Cabrera tries to hold on as we head into the right-hander between Cabrera and Mackey's and Moosh. We still got something on our hands as Mackey's Gergen tries to go on the inside line of Cabrera, and is he going? He is going to overtake Cabrera for 7th place as Moosh picks up a 1 second time penalty for possibly corner cutting or something. As Simon BR4 Iggy might soon happen. Royal having a pretty good race as well. Capico in the lead of this race so far. As I'm just trying to find you lot a good battle so that you lot don't have a go at me. BR4 Iggy Simon could soon happen. As there goes BR4 on Simon. Alexis versus Ford. Who's going to come out on top? Is it going to be Simon or is it going to be BR4? Is it going to be Iggy at this point? As Iggy is now in the mix as BR4 tries to take the long way around. Simon hitting a little bit of the grass, and there's as well a little bit of the grass. There's he tries to hold on. 3.5 second time penalty for Simon. Unfortunately, he will not be able to hold on for much longer as Iggy tries to take the long way around BR4. As BR4 goes up into the podium places, but Simon is going to hold on, or is he? As BR4 drifts his Lexus through the right-hander, and now there's Iggy, slowly but surely approaching his championship rival. Well, could be his championship rival, but unfortunately isn't, as these two had been fighting for the past 2 seasons. Not this season, unfortunately, but it's still, well, they have been track rivals for quite a while now between Iggy and BR4, but it is what it is at the end of the day. As Capico pits, he's the first man to pit this race, and there's Iggy promoted into the podium position. Mackie's Gherkin in 4th. Good job for Alpha. Same as the 2 Ford guys between Ardio and Simon. Aero and Mooch both pick up a 1 second time penalty. Not sure what for, but they do. As we have a tight battle between BR4 and Iggy now. BMW versus Lexus. As the medium compound tyre will soon have to go. As Royal on the medium compound tyre ain't really pushing them too hard, so he's going to have a massive advantage going into the first quarter of the race, and now the second slowly, as both BR4 and Iggy are pushing the medium compound tyre so far, as Royal did hit the wall on the exit, but these two are going to catch up to Royal quite quickly, as they are one of the fastest in this whole tier. As Iggy is going to try and have a go, but he won't. He's going to stay away from BR4 at the moment. He's going to wait for another time. And as I did say in the last race, it's the matter of when he's going to attack. You can't predict anything with this guy right here. The wannabe champion this season, and there he goes on the outside of BR4. They're going to go side by side into the chicane, as BR4 did have the inside line, so he will stay on top, as Iggy will try and now go on the inside of BR4, but BR4 is holding a brilliant line right in the middle, so that Iggy can't go nowhere. As we head to the left-hander between BR4 and Iggy as well. Let's have a look into the right-hander as Iggy tries to drift the car to give him a little bit more pace, as Royal will slowly have to start pushing his medium compound tyre, as BR4 and Iggy slowly start to catch up. They only did catch up 4/10, but they will catch you. They will catch you. You have to run. Mackie's Gherkin equals GOAT. He's in 4th. He's in 4th. He's not doing a bad job. He's not doing a bad job. As Mackie's Gherkin is slowly approaching both BR4 and Iggy, actually. I've only just noticed. Let's have a look. Cablero has left the room. Looks like. As we just watch on with BR4 and Iggy, like, just the sheer pace of this man on screen right now with Gapigo with the fastest lap so far of a 1:43.4 and Iggy doing on medium compound tyre a 1:44.1. Is it just me or is that just mental? As we compared the different times, Mackey's doing a 1:45 on the set of medium compound tyres, while Iggy is doing a 1:44. That's the sheer difference between Iggy and all the other drivers here. BR4 doing some 44s, however most of them are like 45s. Looks like. As BR4 is going to pit this lap, same as Iggy. Mackey's Gherkin is going to carry on, so he's going to be promoted up into into second place, as Simon is going to be up in third. As we look back more towards the rear of the grid, let's have a look. Yeah. Watch on. BR4 coming out on a set of soft compound tyres. Iggy as well comes out at exactly the same time, and looks like it's going to be a two-stop race, this one. And down into the first chicane we go with BR4 and Iggy. BR4 on a set of soft compound tyre while Iggy's on a medium compound tyre. And for some reason, whenever I see Iggy drive a medium compound tyre, he drives it like it's a soft. And whenever he drives the soft compound tyre, he drives it like a super soft. As there he goes, around the outside of BR4. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? BR4 getting a slipstream from Iggy's BMW, and Iggy's going to try and go around the outside of Iggy as these two are already clashing on a fresh set of compound tyres. And right from the beginning there's already been just a madness happening. Tyre boss in the pit lane for a change of tyres, as these two continue for another lap. However, you see what I mean? Iggy makes a medium compound tyre look like a soft, and he makes a soft look like a super soft, which in my opinion is absolutely just crazy, but it could be just me. Gapico with a 3-second time penalty. Simon on the other hand is in third with Mackey's Gherkin in second. And this is pretty much the only battle we actually have on our hands at the moment. Simon in the pit lane for a change of tyres. So we look further back, Lars in 10th, following his spin or contact made with Svander at the start of the race. BR4 finally putting on the burners on the soft compound tyre, also setting the fastest lap of the race so far of a 1:43.333. Just had to put it out there, and he sets an even faster first sector as Iggy sets a 1:43.6 on a soft compound tyre. Medium compound tyre, which is... Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? He made a 43.6 on a medium tyre. That's it. That's ridiculous. BR4 going 1/10 quicker than his fastest lap, with Royal in the pit lane. And BR4 is going to set another... Never mind, he's not! He lost it in the final sector as Iggy puts up a 1:43.7. Only 3 attempts down. That is nuts. Anyway, looking back on the grid, you have Ardio and Royale fighting as Ardio goes on the inside of Royal. However, Ardio is on the soft compound tyre, so there's no surprise. As we head into the first chicane, Simon is going to catch Royal so easily. As Royal is going to try and aim for the end of the race on that hard compound tyre. Simon is going to try and make a move on Royal from a long distance far out. Simon into P6. As Moosh as well is going to try and make a move on Royal as well, and he is going to make a move as Royal ain't even going to try and fight for P7. Gavico in for his second stop as Iggy and BR4 still within a second of each other, and Mackie's Gherkin having a nice 15-second gap to second, which I'm hoping he pits this lap. Is he slowly starting to close up the gap to BR4. Slowly but surely also catching up to Mackie's Gherkin as well. He was 15 seconds up the road, he's lost nearly 2 seconds to BR4 and Iggy. as we head through the right-hander and up the hill for the left-hander. Now for the left-hander, next Mackey's into the pit lane, and it's going to be a 1-2 for BR4 and Iggy at this point. If these two ever go teammates, oh Lord Jesus, help us. It's basically going to be a recreation of Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton at this point. Oh Lord, help us. If that ever happens. These two would just be flying. These two. Ardio, Simon, 3-4. Moosh in 5th. Iggy setting of purple sector 1. As we head for the first chicane. Now the second. BR4 could pick up a penalty here, but is not, actually. And I thought that there was some fighting going on further back, but it's not. Iggy's slightly pushing the medium compound tyre, while BR4, well, his softs are gone. Starting to get into the 144s, and they were only good enough for 5 laps, these soft compound tyres. As Iggy could possibly overtake BR4 in the later stages as we finally cross the nearly the 27th minute of racing here in Watkins Glen Season 7, round 6, if you didn't know. And Iggy could possibly wrap up the title after this race if he could get P4 or higher, which, looking at it, it's looking very likely. It's looking very likely for Iggy, but yeah. Wait, didn't Iggy win last season? I'm pretty sure he did. No, he didn't. It was BR4 who won last season. Anyway. As BR4 goes very wide, going into the right-hander. And I only just spotted that. I was too busy looking at my laptop. Looking at the last season, but that is a massive mistake from BR4. And a mistake that he definitely wants to forget, as BR4 is probably going to pit this lap. And he is going to pit this lap. And Iggy is basically going to be all on his own. All by himself. Lonely Iggy. In the wildest of wild. As Simon up into P2. Royal up into P3, with Xpander up into P4, Mac is going up into P5, yeah. Type was up into P7, and eventually, let's have a look, BR4 already out. He's going to end up in P8. He's went on another set of soft tyres, so he's going to go soft, medium, soft, soft to the end. Pico into P9, as now it's the time where he wants to pull some positions back, possibly. swoosh, probably cutting the line on the exit of the pit lane. As Iggy looks like he's going to have to try and he's going to pit for fuel and possibly a set of soft tyres, I think. Royal is going to go all the way, I think, on that hard compound tyre. As there's Iggy into the pits. Simon is also going to pit. So that gives a massive advantage for Iggy, possibly. Or is Royal going to take the lead of the race? And he is going to take the lead of the race with Mackie's Kirkin in second. And Mackie's is going to take away that lead from Royal while it lasted. He is now up at the P1. Mackie Gherkin is. 9 minutes on the clock. Iggy out in P7. And can he wrap up the title today? Or is Lars going to stay in contention for the fight or not? Or are we going to have to wait until Tokyo to wrap up the title for Iggy? But PR4 round the outside, take a bow, PR4. Beautiful move on Lars. Take a bow, son, as Capico trying to hold off Iggy, trying to do a good job for Lars, but is he going to? As Iggy can make those softs go like super softs, as I did say, and he's now going to try to outbrake Capico, but he is going to outbrake Capico, as now they're going to end up side by side. No, they're not. Iggy's just going to fly away now at this point. As we see here between PR4 and Spander, PR4 up into P3. He's flying on those softs since his pit stop. As Spander goes into the pit lane. Iggy up into P5. And now he's set his sights on the next target. The Dutchman of Lars T_07. That's his next target. 2 seconds up the road and up the hill he goes. Same as Iggy, not long, not far away Iggy ain't, as he's only 1.2 seconds behind up the road, actually, Lars is, from Iggy's point of view. BR4 set his sights on Royal. Pushing Royal through the corner, as he can't carry exactly the same speed as he can. BR4 set in another fastest sector 2, as BR4 takes second away from Royal. As the mighty Iggy is going to get mighty once again, and he's done it around the outside of Lars, as I just spotted that. What a move on the outside of Lars that was, as the mighty Iggy continues on his way to his Jesus Christ, wow. Iggy set it also the fastest lap of the race midway through that lap. That was mental. That was mental. Wow. Mackie's okay. Mackie's Gergen, fastest sector 1 so far. Moosh now on. Jesus, right, okay. Never mind. Moosh is now leading the fastest lap race, as it is an extra point for you if you do get the fastest lap, as Iggy is going to cruise past Royal. Try to go around the outside. It's going to cut on the inside now, and he's going to go around the outside of Royal, I think, as he does that so swiftly. Mighty Iggy continues to be very, very almighty at this point, as he enters the podium position, and with nearly 4.5 minutes left to go, and possibly Iggy getting the title wrapped up here, actually. He's just... Oh, Maggie's actually did hit the wall on the exit, as BR4 started to close that gap very rapidly. BR4 setting the fastest lap of the race, as... Okay, never mind. Iggy set a 1:42.5 instead. Yeah. That's a crazy lap. 5 tenths quicker than anybody else this race. That's mental. That is crazy. Wow. I have no words, as Royal, on a one-stop strategy, managed to pull off a P4 possibly, if not even a P5, which, that's a massive result for Royal, if I have to be honest, as Type-Offs leaves the room, leaves the race. Simon picking up the 2-second time penalty, as BR4 has finally caught up to Mackie's Gergen in the Alpha, and BR4 could possibly take the lead of the race here, as we also see, look who it is in the distance, Iggy. He's just everywhere at this point, always at the front, as Mackie's and BR4 now fighting for P1, soon to be joined by who else? Iggy, as BR4, I thought he would go for the move there, as there he goes for the move going into turn 1, as Mackie's Gergen doing a good job for Iggy actually, so he's helping him out at this point. Mackie's Gergen he's slowly but surely Iggy approaching the top 2, as BR4 is going to try and make a move on the outside of Mackie's Gergen, but they're going to go side by side through the chicane, which was definitely not a good idea. Mackie's Gergen has to cut the corner as they make contact, but now Iggy is now joining the party, as Mackie's Gergen gets a 1-second time penalty, and mighty Iggy continues to be mighty, but Mackie's Gergen cuts him off. But that's not the end so far. Mackie's Gergen in 2nd, soon to be 3rd, and there he goes, down in 3rd, as Iggy will now continue on his way to BR4 actually, as we have 1 minute left of racing. And BR4, please slow down, I do want a 1-lap showdown, please. I do kind of want one, as it's going to be 23, possibly 24 laps in this race. Royal continues by himself on a hard compound tyre. Jesus, as he's doing consistent laps of 1:45.9 and so on and so on. Actually doing a pretty good job, as Iggy and BR4 are going to have, well, they're 1 second separated. However, Iggy's going to catch up to BR4 like no other. As this will be the final lap. So I did think it was going to be 24, but it's not. With 10 seconds nearly left on the clock. As we watch on, the top two of BR4 and Iggy fight once again this race, rounding the final couple of corners. As Iggy will try and make one final push for that first place. And is he or not? That's my question. Is he going to overtake BR4 for the lead of the race just in the closing stages of the race? As Iggy trying to push those soft tyres all the way to the end, possibly even for the win, as we drive along with the mighty Iggy through the final couple of corners. We see how close BR4 is onto his hood, and the mighty Iggy is going to come home in the closing stages of the race, which could mean possibly the title winning move, and he's going to come home to win his 9th race of the season, with possibly even the driver's title as well. What a season Iggy has had. BR4 coming home in 2nd place, unfortunately just couldn't hold on to that 1st place. Mackie's Gherkin rounding off the podium, Royal in 4th, Loss in 5th, RTO, Moosh, Gapico and Simon 6, 8 and 9, Svander in 10th. Jesus, what a title winning move that was in the closing stages. And there's no surprise at all that this man just get him in actual esports, get him an actual esports seat for Gran Turismo. Honestly, as that is his 2nd crown. You could put a little, make him a badge, yeah, with Iggy in the middle, make him a badge. You can now put 2 stars on him. And at the same time, from being coming in 2nd place last season, he has now retook the crown away from his arch rival and track rival, season-long rival, who's right behind him, overtook his own rival to go and win the title for himself, and to retake the throne of being a driver's winner again, as we head through the cooldown lap. And just admire the BMW M6 endurance model, I think it is. As there he is, 13 positions from back of the grid to winning the actual thing. It's absolutely nuts. And on that note, we're going to end round 6 in crazy fashion on that. Yeah. That was mental. And at least I got both races on this stream. That's what matters most. and I didn't have to make another stream separate from sprint to this one. I did miss about 5 minutes of the sprint, but this is the one which I needed. That's the one I needed. And on that note, we're going to close off today's stream. You got Tokyo up next for round 7. Iggy is going to go into that race calm, and there's no more pressure on the driver champion at this point. And there it is. Seals the deal with a fantastic driver, Watkins Glen International, retaking the TR1 title with 2 races to spare as he wraps up the championship just before Christmas. And wow, did he do it in some style? And on that note, for the 3rd time me saying that, I'm gonna close off the stream with Tokyo up next, and hopefully I can make it for Tokyo. And at the same time we have the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps as the final race of the season, which is going to be an absolute banger, as I do remember season 4 Spa-Francorchamps, that was a pretty good race. And at the same time, the 2-hour racing that was going on in Spa-Francorchamps, and it's going to be brilliant. That's all I'm hoping for, as that's going to be it for tonight. On that note, I'm pretty sure as well. Hold on, let's have a look really quickly. What a finish. 3-way for the lead. 4-way for P5. Yeah, I know. Honestly, mental. And I'm going to end it off here. I'll see you guys next week in Tokyo. And